Jesus said to love your enemy, and he also said to pray for your enemy. And in my personal experience, I've learned more than once exactly what that means, but I'm kind of reliving it again right now with my oldest daughter. And it's a good story, I guess, to make the point of why and what Jesus is really after. Because in many cases, we have the completely different viewpoint of what Jesus is trying to say. And this is a good example of it. Because when Jesus says to pray for your enemy, the first thing you're thinking of, why? I mean, they hate me. Why should I be praying for them? But here's why. My ex-wife, even after 17 years of not ever talking, not even being in her life at all, because I've been here in Baja for over 10 years, haven't even talked to her, seen her, nothing. She still has that grudge towards me. When she found out that my older daughter was starting to see me again, I don't know exactly what she said, but my daughter told me that her stepfather called her and said, well, I'll talk to you about it because I think it's good that you have a relationship with your dad. So obviously she was trying to do something to put a stop to it or to minimize it. And here's the point of it. At what point do you stop holding grudges towards people and you want what's best for your kids? Because, you know, if my older daughter wants a relationship with me, why would you try to stop it other than because you're selfish and hurt and whatever else? So on my side, it's easy to resent it or hate it because of what she's doing instead of wanting to pray for her. So it's the opposite of what you want to do when you're looking at it from an emotional standpoint. But here's why it's important to pray for them and for their salvation. Because when Jesus says to pray for people, that's what he's talking about. He's not talking about pray for them so they get what they want. I don't know why we think in Christianity that when we say the prayers in a church gathering, that we should be praying, oh, give them prosperity and give them health and give them this and give them that. That's not what Jesus is after. He doesn't care about the things of this world. What he cares about is your salvation, where you're going to spend eternity. Are you going to change and come to know him and be with him forever? Or are you going to stay the same miserable person you always were and stay separated from him forever? So back to praying for your enemy. It's actually, when you look at it, it's a kind of a selfish thing on your part, because what will happen is if they actually do come to know God and enter into the salvation, into the kingdom of God, as you have, or should be entering in, there's no way they can have resentment towards you, and there's no way they'll stop the kids from seeing you. So it's working for their good, but it's also working for your good. Because keep in mind, what's righteous is righteous. It's not like this is right for this person, but it's going to hurt that person over there. It seems we have this thing in mind that we can't have it all. But if we do things the way of God, everybody has everything. The problem is we are pushed from one extreme to the other of hoarding all the money or wanting to get it for free. And there's not that happy medium where we work and we get what's rightfully ours for the time and effort that we put into it. That's the whole thing with God. And using this little example hopefully helps you see that we have to find that middle, that area in the middle where we're not hoarding and we're not selfish and whatever. But on the other side, we're also not sitting around and waiting for everybody else to take care of us and demanding there. We have to be in that middle. We have to pray for our enemies. We have to give, but we also have to receive. There's a happy medium with everything. As always, seek first the kingdom of God and its righteousness. And the righteousness that's righteous for you, but also for everybody else. And then everything else will be given to you. Peace.